matter is, first of all, alimony, and then the division of the assets. These are two issues that are extremely important when you're resolving a family divorce or proceeding in separation. In order to have alimony, the law says that you have to have the need. So if, for example, your husband was earning 3 times as much as you, but you were earning $80,000 a year and you could take care of your needs, the law will not grant you alimony. Unless you're able to prove need, you have no right to it. And furthermore, there has to be an ability to pay. So even if you have the need, if, in your case, if your husband does not have the sufficient income to pay to help you in your need, then he will not be obliged to do it. So earnings have to do with the ability of income and what you can do or what you need. Assets are another story. There are different types of assets, but effectively, when you have a matrimonial regime, and the matrimonial regime is, let's say, partnership of bequests, effectively, the division of assets, common, no matter whose name it's in, are divided equally. As far as in the event that you are separate as to property, you still have the major assets such as house and RSP and furniture. All that is divided equally. You do have a right, under special circumstances, to ask for what they call an uneven distribution. And this would be where you would argue that one party or the other has enriched themselves effectively by not paying for an asset or by causing issues. There would be a deserving of not receiving a total, the full share. But these are exceptions and are treated by the courts as exceptions. The other issue is to do with compensatory allowance. This is generally not given. It's given sometimes. It's a lump sum payment, and it's given in those situations where one party has effectively helped the other party to enrich himself, and they have not received any value for it. So an example would be if a husband owned a farm, and his wife was trying to every day would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and work until 8 o'clock at night alongside him, and therefore allowed the value of his business to increase, then she would have a right to say, I'm entitled to part of that value because of all the sweat that I did and all the work that I did in order to make things good for him. So that would be an example. Another fast example would be where, let's say, the wife was in medical school, and the husband paid for all the finances and paid for everything while she was going to school, and then she was placed in a situation where she was a doctor and earning lots of money, and therefore was able to obtain assets which he did not have a part to. Well, that would be an example of a case where you could again say that I've done this and therefore I'm entitled to some part of that money.